Jamie, thanks for joining us here at the Stratford Sports Club in Stratford upon Avon, Pro-Am. Just warming up for the return of professional snooker for you, Season 2. Give us a wee bit of a rundown then on Season 1. Give us some sort of feedback on how it was for you on that first season.
Yeah, it's pretty good experience, playing Ronnie, played Mark Allen, played quite a lot of top pros. And it was great playing them, seeing what I needed to work on. I think I started off a bit slow, like the first half of the season, and then towards the end I think I got a win over Dwayne Jones, I think it was. I was 3-1 down and being 4-3, and that sort of like kicked my season off. I think I won most of my prize money after that match, sort of thing. So it got better towards the end, definitely. And I learned a lot as well. I learned a lot of what I need to improve on my game and stuff. And I'm working on it in practice at the moment, and it's all going well. So. Of
course, it was a very nice, pleasant surprise to get on the tour.
Yeah,
you went there, perhaps maybe knowing that it was going to be tough, and you got on.
Yeah.
So, is it what you expected it to be, or was it a lot tougher? I mean, give us a little bit of feedback. Was it getting into the venue, anticipating playing these players? Was it a lot to deal with?
To be honest, the first two events it was like, it was hard to settle in, I guess, because it was my first time there. And then I think I beat Michael Georgiou. I think I beat him at 3-2, and that sort of gave me a lot of confidence towards that final event. And I think I had like 3-4 threes. I got through, but it was like close. If you know what I mean. I had a lot of deciders, and it was really tough. I think I had that Fang Zhong man. I went 3-0 up, and then I was sat in my seat for 3 frames. It was just such a high standard.
Grueling.
And it was really tough. Like, you got to be on the top of your game to get through, sort of thing. And it was weird because the first 2 events I wasn't, leading up to Q School, I wasn't playing that well, and then at Q School it sort of like changed. I don't know, it was weird, and I just played really well in the last event. That's all you got to do. You just got to play your socks off. You can't miss easy chances there. You've got to take every chance you get, and that's what I did in the last event, and it got me through.
I mean, you're obviously a very, very attacking player, very quick player, and that can sometimes be quite intimidating for your opponent. Doesn't matter where he is on the tour, So I mean, you got stuck in. You don't actually look that nervous when you're playing.
No.
You look quite attacking. You take your chances.
Yeah.
I mean, settling in. I could see that a bit with you, settling into the frames, building the match play, and strengthening yourself, and to that extent is obviously something you're working on. So just looking at the first season. You've obviously got a lot of experience, and you've scored well. You've taken frames off good players, and you're right in at the deep end now. What do you feel as if you need to do yourself to improve your game? Or is there areas of your game you've?
So obviously, the break buildings, that's good, but you've got to improve on your weaknesses. Obviously, so I'm working on the safety a lot in practice. Just been putting the hours in on safety. I think. Going to be going up to Ronnie soon. He gave me his number and stuff at the Pro Series. Said I'm going to play him, so he's going to help me with mine, because sat down and spoke to him, and he said that I need to work on my safety game. He could tell I had like the long pot in and break building, but he said I need to work on my safety. And I've just been doing that in solo, and he's going to help me with that when I go up and play him as well. So.
Must be a great privilege to get that invite.
Yeah,
it's amazing. I mean, a couple of years ago you were a Pro-Am player, playing a club, and to get Ronnie to invite you up to help you move forward is a great thing. And look, he does that. You're not the only one who's done that too, and it's good to hear that. It's good to see the best player in the world actually getting involved with younger players and trying to help them. And he's genuinely like that. That's the feedback that everybody's getting. But no, that's fantastic, Jimmy. As I say, look, it's great to see young lads like yourself getting involved with everything that they can get involved in prior to playing your second season. And are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I can't wait, mate. Literally probably mid-July, I think I'll start back up, something like that.
Yep.
And I'm just looking forward to it, mate. Just see how it goes, I guess.
It's good to speak to you, Jimmy.
Thank you, mate.